Get that Wi-Fi together, son. Here we go again. You ready? What's good, y'all? How y'all feeling, man? My name is Six Pass Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, there is so much ground to cover. I apologize if my hat not straight. There's no way for me to fix this. But never mind all that. It's a lot going on in Black YouTube. We're going to have to go through some history today. Of course, I'm giving y'all Drake news. I'm behind on Drake videos. I got mad Drake videos I ain't put out because I've been trying to get. I got to come up with a name for this series, though. But anyway, yo, my name is Six Paths Dice, Mr. Lane. If you need me, man, welcome to Six Paths TV. It's your first time here. Please like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. We got to feed these babies. Do you understand? Got to feed these babies. So like, share, subscribe. Leave a comment down below. Do a super thanks. Contribute to my haircut fund. I need better skincare products for 2025. Please support me. I need your support. I need your support. Shout out to Sizzle. It's a lot of things to get into, man. Drake calling Joe with yo, they try to try to blackball the bull. They try to blackball the boy, but the boy's still number one in every country. That's fucking crazy, son. I'm just saying, Drake is done. I swear, light skin supremacy all 2025. Also, light skin accountability all 2025. Angryman right now is live holding MCR super duper accountable, and he's giving a lesson in history. So we're gonna tap into that in a little bit. You know what I mean? Because I wanted to tap into both those things. But first, we're gonna get into what we gotta get into, man. So we can't just start the show off dry. We gotta go ahead, you know what I mean, and make it a party, man. It's a party, let's get it. All right, let's start the song. Fuck with you now, stuck with these trust issues. I got trust issues, but you know I do it wrong with you. Let me wrong with you now, stuck with these trust issues. I got trust issues, yeah. Shout out to my uncles, I'm doing daily affirmations. I take these blunt walks to remember my greatness. Show this era is my favorite. Don't forget who the greatest show. I be with the gods, yo, God be playing favorite. Got the dog, so they got the dog in me. But you see, I got the dog, so they get the dog in me. Yeah. I've been getting mine quietly. I ain't even know that I was battling sobriety. Dope shit, I'm doing dope shit. Now I'm the blueprint. It's my young home shit. You feel less money than the bitch that you hating on the bitch. It's the big dog, go digging bitches with a sniff. Oh my god, yo, I'm all focused on myself nowadays. I've been betting on myself. My name's Dice, and I'm staying home call to come back. I'm throwing the storm, bigger success, tip shot. I cop the rolling, get more flavors going up. The shit was being signed to a label. That's the same as waiting on niggas to come and save us. Dirt out my truth on the fish and Mace window. You was lying. Are you talking this game? I can't make Mace do, but I'm fuck with you now. Fuck with you now. Stuck with the trust issues. I got trust issues with you now. You're wrong with you. Let me wrong with you now. Stuck with the trust issues. I got trust issues. Yeah. I don't tell my uncles I'm doing daily affirmations. I take these blunt walks to remember my greatness. So this era is my favorite. Don't forget who the greatest show. I be with the gods, and your God be playing favorite. I'm back to work. I wrote this on my last vacation. Brick by brick, like my daddy was a mason. I light the chakras up and playing operation. Me and these weak niggas forever adjacent. No own bop, my nigga. I should have bopped my nigga. I said, out to what up from the block, my nigga. I'm a black superhero to my ops, my nigga. Got static on the shot, my nigga. That's a green light, not a limelight. But you better get your mind right. You know what I'm like, yeah. Deactivated my sense shit. I bought me some better clothes. Escaping from rescue mode. Collecting on what was old. Dope shit, I'm doing dope shit. That's some niggas that you close with. Who you close with? Yeah, I showed you legacy. That's that young Joe shit. Never superwoman up. It's a low mo shit. Oh my god. Yo, my umi gave me wealth. And my daddy gave me sky. Hello, God, that's my old friend. I ain't seen you in a while. You a hating ass bitch. But I know you like my style. Every day I feel more like now. Don't hate me now. What? Niggas rapping with abandonment issue. I'm sat tripping with incidentals that coming. Working to you and I'm going to get with you niggas. It's just food but I don't do the dishes with niggas. I sound fuck with you now. Stuck with these trust issues. I got trust issues, but you know. Jersey boy, block, do you dirty, boy. My piss dirty, boy. I ain't sweating out, who I'm out here working, boy. And the black man's God, know you heard me, boy. When you see a black man smile at a black man still go to lazy ass nigga with a backhand money, my bitch paying for my little lap dance. She'll get a lap dance, she'll get a yo. Love to make love to a bop and a bop man. Love when I come and check a bitch like a casket. I could be a saver, but I can't be the trash man. Good king might be a bop and a bop and a love. And for a new bat, we got Batman smile at a black man, smile at a black yo. Get away with it, here, get away with it. Will car ride with the blonde hair. I'm an old soul, I was born in the wrong year. Y'all Asian like wine, you Asian and dog years. Y'all put me first, it's gonna be all year. Upper middle class shot, be fucking my all pants. Step into a Slim Jim, get hit with the all year. Slow down for you, I'm doing my G thing. Bitch things, facing my second distinct things. Gotta be popping the real lives, they're grateful. High man, she level in the rough, no hateful. You don't try to ask me if I do enough. If it's an interview, ask if I give a fuck. If anyone cares, you was all working out. Feel like yeah, he was making working out. Comment so fly, flow away, your bitch ass, my baby got a beautiful soul. And a big ass, I'm living hella good now, it's all good now. I'm living in a good time, it's all good now. Yeah, riding around with the hood down. Yeah, I'm proud of my city, never put my hood down. All she did was break your heart, till you got off easy. Black love got hard, maybe my guy easy. And this is what people got trouble moving on. It's YouTube chance, but I made you a song, put the lighters up for the Jersey block. You dirty boy, my piss dirty boy. I ain't sweating out hard, I'm out here working boy. And the black man's guy, I know you heard me boy. Get away with it, get away with it. Got away with it, you ain't get away with it. For the bro niggas who woke up this morning, a rich nigga ain't treated no more important because niggas is niggas to be dubs. Nobody so finally open my eyes though. Look at my eyebrows. I do in the matrix, I do in my eye clothes. Never feel safe, you know what I know. Light is up for the Jersey block, the dirty boy. I piss dirty boy. I ain't sweating now, I'm out here working boy. And the black man's guy that you heard me boy. Away with it, away with it. Without niggas like me, your time and word out. The niggas try to break me. I hold the reverse from it. Now I'm by her back. I heard me a person. Fuck up things can happen. No time to get hurt from it. I got the long arm and the long alert coming. Man, no, can't you know she got to work something with the lighters up. The Jersey boy, the dirty boy. I piss dirty boy. So much game I can give somebody. No time to waste trying to fix somebody. Lighters up for the Jersey boy. Let's go. I won't quit. Shout out to the time I was broken in the bitch being broken. Sick, got a cure for this shit. Fresh car, fishing my chops, bitch. What you gonna know? Go back and forth with these hoes. Niggas is covered in gold. I've been covered in gold. You cannot fuck with the bro. Niggas is covered in. I don't fuck with Molly no more niggas. I'm at the block party with the glue like East. I think I was fucking with you out of convenience. These days, I'm calling my son the black genius. When I was younger, know me now that I'm older. Being on my own way, maybe you're older. Still getting money with a weather is colder. Shit, I'm not over, got this bitch coming over. What's good as an arm and young, use your shoulders. Pressure ain't for the hips, that's why I make our shoulders. A pole when it comes to talking like a rich nigga. You scared to be yourself, it's like a bitch nigga. Don't worry about the girl, see it in my deal. What you worry about if I see it in the PM? Might be the reason that I ain't so stressed. I used to be a pleaser. I'm the one to impress. I said dedicated, I raised mine, I won't quit. Right until the time I was broken in the bitch, being broken and sick, gotta kill for the shit. Fresh car, fishing my taxes, bitch, what you need to know? Go back and forth with these hoes. Niggas is covered in gold, I've been covered in gold. You cannot fuck with the bro. Niggas is covered in caffeine and THC. I miss the black seed with the CBD. I had bars for years like G.I. Lit. You get a Kanye beat before you get by me. Hey, yo, it's about brotherhood. Roll through your brotherhood. Contract on you. I make sure your mother good long time. Push it for a long time. Thinking no bitch like she the queen and Angryman. Tap something like King George without blinking. Out until the years down, no longer winging. Big and broken good disease. I'm strong as an ox. I pray, give food to the ox. Roll down your block, pop back the block. It's a large fisher. She crop the top. I had to get away. Don't stand the fuck up and man the fuck up and man the tough up. Making my exit, telling the one love. Can't put it in words. I sound like young thug. Socks of love. Make a bitch be a bunch. I master art, not doing too much. I should look for the doors and be fucking it up. But my do-rag long, nigga, enough is enough. Like excellence, opulence, decadence. Smoking with a lucky straight. My shit elegant, dedicated, I raise mine, I won't quit. I done said time I was broken in the bitch, being broken and shit, gotta kill for the shit. Fresh off, fishing my choppers, bitch, what you gonna know? Go back and forth with these hoes. Niggas is covered in gold, I've been covered in gold. You cannot fuck with the bro. Niggas is covered in. You feel that fire when I step in the room. Step in motels in position to soon. Movies and diamonds that lit up my tomb. I'll be back soon. Yeah. Security clearance. I know it's mine. She gotta go to security class. Yeah, we in the field. Beggars and carrots, security clearance. Security clearance. SMD for the Gucci store. Back room trying to do some more. I ain't working hard, look broke like you. Why call a boss in the hood? I cue my Cuban and dogs get after the bathroom. Back to the fender was better than that. Moment is now, you ain't caught the deal. I bet young girl give her off the deal. We rolling now like an armadillo. No way you live, I'm singing yellow. Boyfriend one trade place with me. Turn Neiman Martin, smack D. I ride P to the PayPal. I paid to the back with Paul's investment. Black woman saying ain't no protection. Smart man need to watch the way he invests. Still needs a life for a person. Men want to be with their own stuff. Guessing on that school bitch don't answer her question. Smart man need to watch the way he invests. I'm popping on my classmates. That's funkin' out. They come to class late. When she massage, she grinning, she bears. I'm talking about contesting on women. She married. Security clearance. I know it's mine. She gotta go to security clearance. Yeah, we in the field. Begging the Karen, Shannon, Karen. Security clearance. Security clearance. I thought it fall off on my end and said she broke. She said she got businesses. Bitch, we outside. How do you think this roll with the bitch? Fuck it up with a fly. I saw you like Icarus. I'm on some different shit. Flip it up. Some Miss American into a run it up. It caught my side bitch, cost me a tummy size 12 years later, still watch the throne. Niggas in Paris, you can watch them home, I'll watch the throne. I don't watch niggas, 7 things with the billboard little. Everyone name me, I'm paying police. Beauty and brains, the profit, the priest, the manic community, smoke the least. Old money, young money, how you compete? Treating me better when I wasn't so poppin'. Don't know I'm the man, that's more your problem. Infinity blunt, smile with the tongue, I do what I want. Pop used to take the long way home, dropping the jewels, he was putting me up. The girl treats you like you a whole bitch. You don't build shit and you don't own shit. This is mental shit, this is play your dick. I'm the big one, niggas quick go shit with it on my mom. I'm like Gabe with Dawn, small with bonds, the chocolate with condom, no compromise. No compromise, they shit. Security clearance. I know it's mine. She gotta go to security clearance. Yeah, we in the field. Beggars and Karen, Shannon's Karen. Security clearance. Fuck it up. Run it up.
My lord.
I can see you for
Vision keep calling.
when I'm near you. I see you all the time. I put it over the top. Let's get it. Blueberry soup, blueberry coupe. Swerving that bitch like blueberry soup from the battle home to the catacombs. I turn the key, now daddy home. Stay long enough for you call the quit to get my rocks off with a gorgeous bitch. Except myself, I record the shit more foes who know this. Where you with? Moving the money, bobbing and weaving, that man about town. Robbing police, I'm down to make it back by the weekend. I made myself. Fuck me even, I'm feeding my ego, I'm bigger enough. Now my job can figure you out like winning and shopping. That bitch, tell a friend, yeah, no, not yet. Yeah, I'm acting my age, nigga, and I'm acting my wage, nigga. Boss in the shit, nigga, that's the only love, that's wage, nigga. Never been on MTV, but I made myself into a mate, nigga. I get GFP for my mate, nigga. I'm in the crib with the stage, nigga. Alright, out there, there's shit for the babies. Some heroes don't win. Hey, stay pulled up in a Mercedes. I'm saying, all of my niggas is covered in gold. Right on my homies is covered in gold. All of my niggas be covered in gold. Need my baby get feminine roll. She getting her roll. She getting that roll. Strategies, the generals know. Just boost for the cinnamon so. Cinnamon crunch, you can bite me, bitch. And man, know I'm the man. He don't like the shit. It's just heart to heart. Don't wreck me, bitch. And I ain't here to talk with no siren shit. I see you for who you are. I can see you for who you are. When I'm near you, I see you just all the time. I put it over top. Let's get it. Oh yeah, showing the best behavior, that's all, yeah. Respect for me, young guard said, you don't fuck with me, you get lost here. Blueberry soup, blueberry coupe. Swerving that bitch like blueberry soup with the driver looking like me and you. Well, it's going to be me or you. Got rope dough for these niggas. I don't choke the smell for these niggas. I don't waste the motion, I'm giving you. Going through the motion with niggas. Yo, ghetto superstar like Prize, my nigga. Manifest destiny like Nas, my nigga. Yo, winter's here and there's no doubt. Don't speak to me when it's cold out. Bank accounts get closed down. I'm ready to get hit my toes out. Bleeding my ego, I'm bigger enough. Now my job can figure you out. I ain't waiting to shop for with that bitch. Tell a friend she got fun. Yeah. Right back, I'ma hit you right back. It's like that, yeah, bitches like that. It's like that, yeah, bitches like that. Like that, yeah. Never focused on the bitch, stay focused on you. Don't laugh, young nigga, cause the joke was on you. I'm a young girl getting over on you. I make all them bad bitches tell you who they belong to. I was always this cold, always the bad guy. Say goodnight to the bad guy, one love to the bad guy. You niggas ain't woke, you broke and rebellious. You up a Rockefeller, what man? I never jealous. I ain't talking like this for you niggas to fucking like it. Matter of fact, when I'm talking, you niggas need to be quiet. I know a girl's like pretty bitch, I'm psychic. Stop the shine, you can't stop the shine. Hurt yourself, you ain't hurting me. I'm the alchemist. What form of this high purgatory? The truth is, I start doing this for me. I got some love on my life. You finna got the Greek. What's up? Lifestyle, baby, come and let me know. Money, I'm around and we can get into it. Lifestyle, baby, we can let me know. And I'ma need my money by Monday, bitch. And I'ma need my money by Monday, bitch. And I'ma need my money by Monday, bitch. I'm trying to shoot my shot. I want that gunplay, bitch. I'm in the field. And then give it Sunday, bitch. I need my baby ready for the runway, bitch. You gotta be ready to know what you been so far. I'm trying to see your outcome. I don't went so far. You better be a straight dog that had to listen to niggas. You start talking about this thing. I said, listen, my nigga, hold on. Lifestyle, baby, come and let me know. Shorty, I'm around and we can get into it. Your lifestyle, baby, come and let me know. And I'ma need my money by Monday, bitch. And I'ma need my money by Monday, bitch. I'm talking ice cold, you freeze to death. Start talking about the tape. I said, listen, my nigga, you only got one job to get with it, my nigga. I got the vision, my nigga. Fuck with the vision, my nigga. This shit hit your account. It hit different, my nigga. You came to New York to be somebody else. I can wish that you sick, baby, health as well. Right back, I'll hit you right back. It's like that, yeah, bitches like that. It's like that, yeah, bitches like that. Like that, yeah, yo. I don't want much, I don't need every car. Home cooked food and some nice clean draws. It's the man's way, you shouldn't be here, baby. Then you get a call, you should be here, baby. You gotta do more to get me off, little baby. Or just some lines you don't cross, little baby. All men you respect. Young nigga, wish I had the 6 pass when I was a young nigga, what? Right back, I'ma hit you right back. Right back, I'ma hit you right back. Right back, I'ma hit you. And I'ma need my money by Monday, bitch. And I'ma need my money by Monday, bitch. What's going on, y'all? How y'all doing, man? I think we ready to have a show now. I'm ready to start a show now. I'm ready to get to the bag. Yo, you ready to get to your bag, son? You ready to be the best version? Because the thing over here is that I teach wealth. Well, we're trying to get to the wealth. I ain't got wealth yet. But wealth is of the mind, not the pocket. It's a mindset, baby. That's how you see the world. I think a lot of us is going through a whole journey with accountability. But you don't have the words to be able to explain yourself, and that's all right. 6 Paps Dice is here for you, man. Listen, no one loves you more than me. You understand? You know why no one loves you more than me? Because I don't care if I hurt your feelings. But I'm never going to hurt you. That's the thing. Everyone's going on a journey. They don't really have the words to be able to explain exactly what's going on or exactly like what they're doing and whatnot. And I think that's why, like, you know, social media is changing people for better or worse. People are like life. You're like life hacking and biohacking. Everyone's life hacking and biohacking. Basically, everyone wants the tips and tricks and codes to life. And don't get me wrong, there are codes. Meaning that, certain equations, right? And that's not a really dope thing about the Matrix. You know, if you get deeper into the Matrix, you find out that there were several versions of the Matrix, meaning there were several versions of the one. All right. And the architect talks about finding the perfect equation. The reason why he keeps changing the Matrix is because he wanted to create a version of the Matrix that the human being that he's sucking the life from, where basically that they remain back to their batteries in the Matrix, right? But if they reject the Matrix, then they die. They somehow they reject it and they die and they lose crops of, we call them crops of human beings. They're growing human beings in this world. You know but anyway, but that equation, we're going back to the equation, right? There are certain equations. And I think we should be aware of those equations, such as, how we get to these bad relationships. Disrespect, you know what I'm saying? Lack no family values, no morals equals this. Wasting time or putting effort into this plus this equals this in certain equations. What I want to talk to y'all about here, and I want to get y'all to the idea of, we're not looking for the easy way out of nothing because we want long-term results. I get myself mad jobs, hella jobs. And one of my jobs is to help you with the communication. Shout out to the lady who told me I need speech classes. And I should invest in speech classes so y'all can understand me better, because she didn't like what I was saying about how divestors never prosper. And I put that on my soul circus. You feel me? Cookies. Let's go ahead and start the show, man. Please like, share, and subscribe, man. Let's get it. How are you? Let's get it.
Come outside. Y'all niggas see what they throwing out the window? Nigga, I got an army out here. Come outside, throw that fucking bottle. Come downstairs and throw that bottle.
Yo, real quick, I gotta add this sound, man. Umar 2. Hold on, let me add this sound real quick, so I make sure I give y'all this greatness, man. That's my new sound.
Little ninja, I see you, little crusty ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja.
I see a little crusty ninjas out there. Got some crusty ninjas. Listen, this is Dr. Umar's the GOAT, man. Hold on, I got one more sound I gotta add, man. It's a classic too, man. I gotta make sure that this John is in there. The ridiculous. It's getting ridiculous, man. It's getting ridiculous. All right, man. Where we gonna start, man?
Obvious what's being done out here. It's on a nightly basis. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous.
He thinks about basketball.
Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man. Ridiculous.
Oh, I don't like that. Oh, I hit the wrong button. All right, man. I'm sorry, man. Let's go ahead and get into our first subject, man. Let's see. Let's roll the dice. Pun intended. What I got for y'all?
Girls, and I advise you don't hit women. That was my last time ever doing that. Even if they do make you mad or make me mad, I promise I won't do that again. I told my mama that I won't do that again.
What's your most embarrassing story from school?
I think I slammed like this big girl,
Which
like in second grade. She was like a bully.
How many memories you got that you can't remember what night you slammed the big girl in school?
Though I don't hit girls. I do not hit girls. And I just got outraged and I snapped and I like lifted up and I like slammed her. Yeah, I was embarrassed of that because everybody was laughing and stuff. But I don't hit girls, and I advise you don't hit women. That was my last time ever doing that. Even if they do make you mad or make me mad, I promise I won't do that again.
Fam, Kendrick is from our era. He is from the politically correct era. Even at this moment, he knew he was untouchable. A nigga just got up there and said that I've been beating on women since I was in second grade. I have to say, young boys, for the most part, most young boys, unless maybe it's their sister or a relative, most young boys are not really going to fight girls or get vicious. Now, it's one thing if they try to beat them up, because he didn't say that she tried to beat him up. He just said he was outraged. That could have meant anything. You know what I'm saying? That could have meant, this could have been a dispute over anything. Right? But I have to say, the little boys that weren't afraid to hit girls, them niggas was different. He said he didn't say he pushed her or nothing like that. He didn't say, yeah, so she was trying to beat me up and whatnot, so I had to defend myself. This nigga said he body slammed her. He said he been suplexing chicks. Let me find out he was in there suplexing with you, yo. All right, man. Let's see what else we got here, man. For you hoes. Hoes as in men. I'm sorry, as in men. All right, sorry. Oh, I got one more to get into, but this nigga Drake is about to be in full villain mode. Okay. Tell me why Drake. So since Santana, Joe Budden's ex, all right. It seemed like in 2025, Drake is going for light skin supremacy and light skin accountability. Okay. He is doing rich nigga chess moves, and I'm not mad about it. I want to see your ball. Because this right here screams, I got enough money just to waste it. Okay. So I have never heard Tatiana's before, but apparently this is a place where they have where two people can run up a bill for $600, and I'm not hating on that. I just don't want these broke chicks on Instagram and TikTok to see these things, and now create a new imaginary standard of if he's not taking the Tatianas on your first date, you need to dump him. Even though that era is over because dating is done. You curmudgeons, all right, have effectively ended dating to the point where you know how desperately men want female affection. Men want female affection to the point where other men had to start telling other men not to raise other men's kids, and a lot of us are still going to do it because for the most part, men are giving. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying they're going to treat your kid the absolute best, but again, obviously, throughout time and space, it's been demonstrated that men will deal with women with kids. But what started happening was the previous generation of men, if they dealt with a woman with kids, she knew that she had. It's not that she had. It's not a negative thing. It's just that most women with kids, especially if they're overweight and they're older, they don't have access to the very best men. So a lot of times, it's the combination of what kind of men women are attracted to, because we got to keep it that way. Women are more attracted to these bad boy types or whatever archetype you have in your head that's a problematic dude. They're more attracted to these guys for the fact that he's not going to have the same kind of rules and basic structure that will come from a productive black man. He doesn't have the same expectations, and most importantly, shout out to Angryman, he is not looking to be the head of the household. He's not looking to be controlled. He's not looking to have the level of, basically, he's not looking for responsibility. You know what I mean? He's looking for a good time. You feel me? I'm trying to think. I want to put this in a good spot. And I want it to be special. I really want things to be special for y'all. I realized I got the smoke because I'm with the smoke. And I really enjoy holding an instant when I do my thing now. See, now I'm not seeing the smoke come to the camera like a special effect. Okay, I see the smoke. Hold on, see I can see the smoke. Hold on, y'all. No, you don't see no smoke. Where's my random cans? I'm so lazy, yo. I'm the laziest man alive. Hold on, y'all. Give me a second. I'm so freaking lazy. All right, I'm back. There we go. All right, cool. So now you see the smoke hit me in the face. You understand? Let me just join over here. There we go. I like that. Mm-hmm. I like that. I'm more good than when I started. Shout out to the baby. So, yeah. So Drake and Party Next Door paid for everyone's dinner at this expensive ass restaurant. Man, listen. Shout out to all the brothers that was in the building. You know what I'm saying? Because we don't keep it at that wow. Men do all this Valentine's Day shit. This is such a testament to how much men really fuck with women. Men really like women to the point where we have a whole this really was also the holiday where you would get a man or a relationship would start. All right. Listen, the men shout to AC. AC said we're doing a lockout. So the men are going to have to hold out for about three or four Valentine's days. Okay. But also, like I said before, shout out to the men that was in the building for this right here. All right. Because a lot of niggas in there that was in there spending their last. Well, that's a good chunk of change. You know how much money you got to be making to be able to go to a restaurant where the bill could be $500-$600? And a big deal. That's a big deal for anyone. All right. A $5 bill is a big, even if you making a few $100,000 a year, a $500 bill to go out to eat is a big deal. But shout out to y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed yourselves and whatnot. So they had Valentine's Day compliments to the boy. But getting back to that lockout. But what we going to see next couple of years, the men got to make them desperate. I mean, now Valentine's Day is always dry. You know what I mean? Because you knew it was dry once women started doing Galentine's Day. You know what I mean? And you know, and so on and so forth. Basically trying to turn every holiday that revolves around family getting together and lovers getting together, or a celebration of love between men and women, is now turning into like a girls and their gay friends kind of gathering. You know what I mean? And you just taking L's. You know what I mean? And it shows that y'all really are not able to deal with the ramifications of what y'all have. You know what, man? You know what? It's
what's being done out here. It's on a nightly basis. I hope the world can see now what's really going on out here, because it's getting ridiculous. It's really ridiculous. Yes, man. This is ridiculous, man. Little ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja. I see you, little crusty ninja.
the type of energy I'm on. Stay strong, brothers. It's our time now. It's lockout. Super duper drop Valentine's Day for the next 5 years. Even if you got a girl, don't get nothing on Valentine's Day. Don't get nothing on Valentine's Day. Because listen, we got to do a complete overhaul and change all relationship laws. Okay, that's nothing that's going on too. Is a lot of women, you're not realizing the rules are changing back, because the men always decide the rules of this shit. You decide the rules of like your body. You know what I'm saying? As far as how the relationship goes, we decide if you're in one or you're not in a relationship. Okay. Which also, again, like having a man that's committed to you, y'all starting to understand the value of having a good man around for your safety, for your well-being, for your companionship, for just manpower. Like the other day, lady I know asked me if I wanted her furniture, and actually I didn't want the freaking furniture, but I'm like, damn, I would have to be able to buy, spend $200 on the truck. I would need help bring everything up and down the stairs. I don't have nobody up here who I know was available to help me with that. You know what I mean? It's just, and honestly, at the moment, it's just like it's too much for me to put together. Versus like, yo, if I say like if my brother was still here and everything, you know what I mean? Just or say, I'm just saying, say if I'm with someone and she got a brother or a cousin and stuff like that. Family is super important, because like you need family to get through life. Oh my God, I could not imagine if I didn't have my family. You feel me? Because what happens is, what we start to really understand is that, people getting the boost and getting the leg up helps with the overall outcome. Having people around you who support you and think highly of you and want you to think highly of yourself. Those people are really important in terms of your overall identity and how you come together as a person. You know what I'm saying? I was saying to my brother the other day, my boy, I said, one of the reasons why I think I can do all these things, I'm like, I'm crazy. I'm really crazy. I was thinking about how my plan came together. How like, when I plan to close my business, get my job back, secure that sizable income. Not only that, I have opportunities to move up, have opportunities to do different things within the structure where I work at. Lifetime benefits. I get healthcare for a lifetime. I get a pension for a lifetime. So as long as I'm alive, then I get Social Security on top of the millions I'm going to make here. But I secured that amount. The next thing I'm going to secure is my housing forever. So I'm trying to give me a few income properties. So no matter what, me and my family always have somewhere to go, or always have, even if I got to live in the basement of one of my properties and whatnot, we always have somewhere to live at. You know what I'm saying? Somewhere to go. And so, you know what I mean? Always. Okay. So I'm securing all that. You feel me? So, anywho, let's go ahead and get to this next statement. But yeah, man, so we are entering a diabolical season of the boy. All right. Yo, somebody, I saw this earlier, man. I want to share this too. I thought this was funny. I just saw, oh yeah. Fair use. So someone throws a DeMar DeRozan jersey back. I'm sorry, Drake throws DeMar DeRozan jersey back into the crowd. So I guess I don't know if that was planned or not, but that's one person on the long list of people who he had. I'm sorry. Oh, my bad. I didn't show you the video. My bad. Oh, my bad. Fair use, y'all. So this is Drake at a concert. So he's on his run. You know, it's crazy, man. Like, yo, you really can't listen to ninjas, man. You cannot listen to these niggas, man. Like, yo, this nigga Drake is selling out shows all over the world by himself. Whenever artists almost never want to share a tour. The fact that you see SZA going on tour with Kendrick, that's to make sure the ticket sales go up, because he's not able to sell out. He's not able to sell out those kind of big venues by himself. Even the Super Bowl performance was also more so about promoting SZA. And shout out to SZA, listen, because she's from Jersey, and she be wilding, and she is, I think, insane, but I still rock with her and whatnot, and I still support her, because I'm like, yo, listen, it's always dope to see a superstar come out New Jersey. And I think in a lot of different ways, too. That's another conversation about I feel like if there is a machine that's using us for shit, right, as far as like black folks go, because people starting to really realize, like, yo, Kendrick be race hustling, and his whole image, his whole just everything about him is based around your fantasy of pro-blackness and what it means to be black, what it means to, because being black, for the most part, the first order of business with being black for most niggas is the concept of keeping it real. All right, or basically the concept of this is how black folks think. This is what we think is cool. This is what we think is not cool. So, for example, I always use the example of when I came from going to a suburban school for a couple of years, and basically a diverse population and everything, where it's Jewish kids, black kids, white kids, Spanish kids, all types of children. You know what I mean? Which it was also tough, and those kids were rude too. But it was nothing like being in the school with just black kids. Okay, it's really like a war zone, like a psychological war zone. Like you can't be yourself whatsoever. Basically, everyone's like an enemy, or you have a series of people. It's like you automatically go into hero mode. Like you have mad adversaries that you have to get through. It's always kids who stay back 2 or 3 times, so they're 2 or 3 years older than all the other kids. So I mean, it was like 12 and 13-year-olds in my grade and everything. So naturally, they're bigger and stronger because I'm 11 and everything. And they, you know, it was a 1998 to 99. Back when Usher was killing it, it was a tough time out there in these streets for an 8, 9-year-old. You understand? But anywho, but like I was saying, the environment matters so much. You know what I'm saying? But going back to people's ideas of what blackness is, I remember being told that I need to not speak so clearly. No, don't speak. Basically, I sound white. I don't sound black enough, and they're going to mess with me because I don't sound black. Because basically, being black, and more, we're starting to realize that being black, y'all associate being black with trying to glorify the worst parts of yourselves. Because what we see with black folks in elevated positions, especially like Jasmine Crockett, is trying to bring the hood or that hood mentality into spaces that it doesn't belong in. All right. And what's going to start happening is y'all going to stop getting these opportunities. Black women are going to stop getting these opportunities because this is what black women are becoming. You are on the highest platform in the country, and you're supposed to represent for us. And every time I see Jasmine Crockett, she's talking like she's on a blog. She up there. She had damn there. She like Tasha K with no curse words. And this is Congress. This is the Senate. I'm sorry, I don't know the exact office she occupies. I know that she's in politics, but I'm just saying, this is what it is. You understand? So going back to the situation with Drake and DeMar. DeMar was. I'm sorry. I'm at the point of the fact that DeMar was in Not Like Us video. All right, and this is what went on here is going to kind of connect to what I'm going to talk about with Angryman and Kevin Samuels and my thoughts on the situation. So MTR spoke on a point that Myron Gaines made about Kevin Samuels and everything, right? And we're going to get to that later, but we got to also make sure we cover this Drake news. Got to get these views. Yo, we got mad new subs last week, yo. Like mad new subs. Like I never seen the channel get. I think we got like 20, like 20 new subscriptions within like a couple of days. I've never seen that. So the momentum of the channel was growing. Thank you guys so much for being a part of that, man. You still watching the video? Please like, share, and subscribe, man. So we get inside our Drake news. You feel me? Shout out to the boy. So let's get to this other point, man. What else I got here for y'all? You know what? I think I have it here on Twitter. In my bookmark, y'all. And we can get into this. I want y'all to watch this video real quick, okay? So, what you guys is witnessing is the power of black men, okay? Every black baby born worth $1 billion. So this individual is on Apple Music, and no matter what letter they put in, Kendrick Lamar is the first artist that comes up, no matter what. Not even 2 letters, just any letter. Any letter. Kendrick is the first thing that comes up. You know what I'm saying? And Not Like Us. So I believe the person also turned on their listening history, I think, or turned it off, I think. I'm trying to see what's going on here. All right, so we have that one, right? So that one is so more people, because people are starting to get tired of this whole thing. What I've been saying in these other episodes is that with the kind of music Kendrick does, the space that Kendrick operates, it's not the hit maker space. It's not the top dog space. He's always been number 2 or 3. Always. That's not a bad position to be in, because when you're number 1, people expect hits from you. No one expects a hit from Kendrick, because Kendrick has conditioned you to enjoy hearing him rap and enjoy the songs that he puts out. And you know what I'm saying, because he doesn't really make those kind of records. Nothing's wrong with that. But again, that's possible because you have a Drake. And you're not looking at him to provide you the music to dance to, the music to live your life to and whatnot. He can kind of do what he wants to do, right? And for the most part, again, I like Kendrick for the overall effort he puts into a verse and the heart he puts into it, which is why GNX doesn't translate, is because you're not. I like Kendrick when he rap his little heart out. I don't like Kendrick when he rapping sexy and rapping cool. So much sexy rapping and rapping cool on GNX. And on top of that, it just sounds like you just did that in one day. Which I'm not mad at that. You're not that kind of rapper. You are, and he's not really necessarily intricate. He say a lot of words at one time, and he's dope with the cadences and switching up the cadences. That's his shit. You know what I'm saying? So I'm talking about the overall effort and the technical skill he puts into a verse. His verses are not dope off of swag. All right. If anything, Kendrick is mad experimental. So I said to say this. Kendrick in so many, he parallels the experience of black women in dating and in America in so many different ways. Because for one, what we also seeing is Kendrick fans ruin him because they didn't make it a point to hold him to a high standard. After Mr. Morale, niggas should have said, Mr. Morale wasn't it. Because that joint ain't had no joints on it. But by that point, you're conditioned to be okay with Kendrick giving you a whole album and you only can, it's 22 songs, you only can listen to like 3 or 4. I like N95, Rich Spirit, this is the shit what he's singing. The one. I hope I'm not too late. That one he's not even rapping on. You know what I'm saying? Hope I'm not too late. I'm saying like that and the shit with Sampha. I thought that I think Sampa or Sampha. I thought that was pretty dope. But I'm just saying like you saying it's your last album, and that's how most people felt. It wasn't really a good album because it's not good music. It's like I'm sorry, you're not gonna keep telling me. You're not gonna redefine what entertainment is. Because again, whenever we start to change the rules or make up new rules for people that we like, where everything gets out of whack and you ruin people like that. One of the reasons why I'm good at what I do is because of the feedback and people being hard on me. All right, and over time, I got to where the standard I set for myself outpaces the critiques I could get. But with that being considered, I became cooler. I present better. I speak better. Listen, at the end of the day, I may dish you in the comments for talking about how I speak and whatnot. But from time to time, I will stutter or I'll stammer and whatnot. And listen, I still want to be better for the people who give me their time. And if I am stammering and stuttering, everyone does that. I may maybe don't have my thoughts together or whatever. You know what I mean? But people mostly say that shit when they don't like what I'm saying because I said that. Divestors never prosper. But let's get back to basically, essentially, they are trying to shadow ban this new Drake album. So if you're unfamiliar with what shadow ban means basically when rather than the algorithm pushing you, when you post new things, people are not able to see it. So you'll hear people on social media talk about that a lot, where they post things and it never gets any likes or never gets any views and whatnot, despite having a lot of followers of people who are looking for it. You know what I mean? So people always theorize that the algorithm is kind of attacking you. So the people who are controlling the platform are making sure that your album or your post or whatever it is not being pushed. Drake and Party Next Door are huge artists that people are looking for. So despite being shadow banned, they're still doing crazy numbers. All right. So this person wrote in this comment, she says, tell me why this is up next when I've already done this whole Suggest Less from Kendrick and that song, and I'm listening to this Party Next Door and Drake album. A lot of people experience having a Kendrick Lamar song in your playlist despite not playing the song. Not like us was in my on repeat. A lot of people on repeat on Spotify is songs you play at least a few times. You know what I'm saying? I don't think I even played Not Like Us one time. I think I played the GNX album once. One time and a half. I'll look on my damn on repeat. And and it has GNX songs on it. I'm like, bro, I didn't play these songs. I'm not sure how many times you gotta play a song for to get to that playlist, but that wasn't the case here, sir. Let me see. I want before I get to these 2 videos. Excuse me. So somebody made a really good point about UMG is going to miss Drake. One of the biggest artists in the world dropping an album with just a couple of IG posts as the album rollout still goes number one. Compare that to what they're spending on the other guy to make him look bigger than what he is. Pause. So I don't know if y'all catching on to the power of that statement. There are millions of dollars that are put into marketing to make sure people know that an album is coming out. So to get excitement, to get people talking, right? And I think I said it before, and Angryman was saying it too. More and more and more, this whole thing is looking like a plan. I have no doubt in my mind that that Drake knew what he was getting into. Drake been going through this negotiation with UMG. He knew how y'all was going to act with Kendrick. I think Drake know how y'all was going to handle Kendrick. Did y'all really think that Drake was thinking that, so I'm going to get into it with Kendrick and everyone's going to be on my side? He knew y'all wasn't going to be on the side, or a lot of people were going to try to support Kendrick just for the sake of his demise, right? He already knew. So we starting to understand more and more why he keeps mentioning Taylor Swift. So kind of find out the guy who produces for Taylor Swift actually produced a lot of this GNX album right here. And that's why it sounds how it sounds. Let me see if I can find y'all that bookmark real quick. Hold on, y'all. Oh my gosh, I cannot find it. It might be my Twitter. Let me see if it's my Twitter bookmarks. Hold on, y'all. Well, guess not. Anyway, so I want to play these two videos. This one is from a podcast called Lost in Vegas, and I may play the other one. Then we're gonna get into.
For one reason, and it feels like the world is against Drake right now. I'm like, God dang! I tell George this probably once. Every time we talk, at least once when we get together to do videos or we're just talking, I'm like, Drake must have did something so egregious that the fucking even his peers don't like him. That's crazy. Like, even if the motherfuckers that are in your profession don't like you, I mean, either that has to be some crazy hate, or it's just he had to have done something that they just want to get this motherfucker out of here. Because when he says Drake elimination, that's what it feels like to me. It feels like not only are we trying to put you in your place, we're trying to get you to fuck out the game. Like, we want you to fucking be on suicide watch. That's what.
So Drake has become so good at his craft and so good at making music that they're trying to blackball someone who cannot be blackballed. So they already knew they couldn't blackball Drake. But what they could do is try to make Drake seem as though try to ruin his image. Right? But what they wasn't counting on, see, in their mind, let me tell you how these labels see you. How they see black men. What they think is black people don't know how to use the legal system, or don't know that the legal system is at your disposal. And if someone breaks the law in the way that affects you, especially your money, right? So someone breaks the law in a way that especially affects your money. So that song actually was very damaging to his reputation, because you got to realize, if people are making videos and think pieces and constantly trying to repeat the idea of you being a PDF file, first of all, one of the reasons why that's problematic is the fact that an actual PDF file is someone who actually is trying to penetrate or has secret meetings or liaisons or private liaisons with underage children. Okay, or underage people or people who are minors, right? what people keep referring to is Millie Jean Bobby Brown. I'm sorry, I can't say that. I think it's the girl from Stranger Things, saying that that basically she's friends with Drake and Drake texts her. You know what I'm saying? And they keep referring to a time where he mistakenly bought a girl on stage he thought was 18 and she was 17. You know what I mean? And I think it was so awkward. And it's like, you know what I mean? And I think he tried to play it off and give the girl a kiss on the cheek. You know what I'm saying? And just to kind of smooth things over and what, you know what I mean? And people use that as some kind of proof that he's into kids. I'm like, fam, Drake has knocked down all of your favorites. I'm not saying it's not impossible for him to be a freak bull, but I'm just saying we're gonna call it what it is, man. And again, it's just winter talk. Get you some glory, man. I gotta tell you something. If you've experienced glory in life and you know who you are, right? Because I really fuck a lot of like light-skinned people who try to like side with Kendrick. You know what? I never thought about this shit until Angryman pointed out how light-skinned people will go out their way to try to take opportunities to seem to have very black takes or very niggerish takes. You know what I mean? Because the biggest reason why people wanted Kendrick to win the battle was because it was the underdog effect. I'm sorry, several. The underdog effect, because again, we love seeing people get things they don't deserve. We love seeing niggas bring the hood to spaces that the hood don't belong in. That's why we like the whole pro-black and the whole, like back when Beyonce was, she did the whole Black Panther aesthetic with the cops and all this bullshit. And that was back when I was trendy, because again, black people buy into that bullshit. We don't really actually understand. This is before we started having conversations on relationships, because that was at the point where more black people bought into the idea that the powers that be are limiting you and working against you and so on and so forth. And with these conversations, we started talking more about, no, it's not really that. That's not what's going on. It's it's the family. And then when we start breaking the problem down more and more, we start realizing, oh no, it's the fact that the women don't care about the family. Judging by how the women move in everyday life. You dig? So that's what was going on at that point. And Kendrick is super duper out of touch. And around that time, that's when Kendrick started kind of becoming more of like this, like not deity, but this whole getting into this Black Panther aesthetic, to the point where like him and TDE, they worked on the sound. Well, they did the soundtrack for Black Panther, which was a good project. But that was the peak of Kendrick's abilities, right? And I think like the best music that he can make. And I feel like Damn is like one of his best project, because it's, again, like Angryman was saying, it had mass appeal. You know what I mean? Meaning that it had records that a lot of people can like listen to and enjoy. And the production, like the album moves forward. The album feels good. The album feels like something, versus the other projects, like it's like confusing. It's confusing. You know what I mean? If anything, all the best parts, the best moments that you see him having are all based off of flows and cadences that he was doing back on Damn. He's not really doing anything new. You know what I mean? But again, a big part of Kendrick's success is your belief in who he is, because you want to believe that, because really people are lazy. People don't want to actually have to do any work. And another piece of work or a form of work that people don't want to do is learning how to actually discern who's a good guy and who is a bad guy. You know what I mean? Because what that also may mean is that you may have to change. Listen, it takes effort to change your mind. And you may have to, I'm cooking right now. You may have to change your mind about someone or something that you like, which is not a big deal. It doesn't mean you have to hate the person. Listen, my view of Kendrick is so different now, and I have changed my mind about him a lot. I don't hate him or nothing like that, but now, like I've been saying, y'all have brought attention to his flaws. The same way that the simps, the kind of men who have pandered to black women, telling them what they want to hear, to the point where it's become normal for black women to be out of shape. They saying that black women are obese at an 80% clip. Like if you're an older guy trying to do, you in your 30s trying to date and whatnot, it's almost a guarantee. If you date women that are around your age range and whatnot, like a majority of them are not going to be in good shape. And I don't even mean the shape as in like tight. I'm talking about like just not, just being able to put on like a nice dress. You know what I'm saying? Shit like that. So anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and play this drawing.
That's what it feels like.
It does. And I think also the silence of people who may actually still rock with Drake and no one coming up and holding him down. Yep. You know what I'm saying? The whole West Coast was holding Kendrick down. And
pretty much the entire music industry, including the people that he helped make money for, none of them put out not one tweet and supported Drake during the beef. Not one tweet. And the fans and people who will talk about this shit, you know how the people who are on K-Dot's side, you know how they would talk about it? People made the excuse of, basically he deserves all of this. He deserves it. He did this. He deserves it. People, you got to realize, it's a loser's mentality to feel as though winners deserve to have misfortune happen to them. This wasn't a retaliation. Another thing people like to do is pretend that they're witnessing a retaliation. They're witnessing, something be corrected, or something that needs correction. Kendrick is not viable in the industry because Kendrick is not even an active rapper. Kendrick doesn't even consistently put out music.
Every fucking major media outlet for the most part was holding him down. And I just don't see that same type of like resistance on Drake's side. So it's not only the people that's coming at him, but it's the people not saying anything as well that made it feel like, God damn. So nobody's even trying to come to his defense, all these people he put on and this and that.
Yep.
So to your point, I don't know what he did or if he did anything. I'm still waiting to hear a valid reason why motherfuckers hate Drake as far as like his peers are concerned. But I'm curious to see as time goes on, like what the fuck, what was everyone's sort of issue with this dude?
Getting back to it, man, Drizzy, you're amazing. You the inspiration. You set the bar for the next generation. I like that line. He said, you Neo in the Matrix. These niggas just Nemo in the ocean, small fish, making kids feel emotion. I love that line. The reason why I love that line, man, is because even in my personal life, when we talk about this whole Drake and Kendrick beef, it seems like, I'm not saying that this is the truth, but in my personal life, it seems like everyone at a certain age category was like, I don't know what motherfuckers talking about. I felt like Drake out-rapped Kendrick. And then people that are under a certain age category seems like they're like, nah, it's Team Kendrick, certified little boy, certified pedophile, and that's all I gotta say. And they're very,
that's all I got.
Yeah, they're very
word. And they don't realize that, like for one, it's a few reasons why something's wrong with that. For one, you're communicating it's how women communicate. Whenever, because women do a lot of it's like it's just gaslighting in conversation. They're not actually having a conversation with you. You know what I mean? And you got to realize women are not straightforward. You know what I'm saying? They're not going to just come out and say what's going on, or especially if it's something where you can critique them or you can question them about something. That's just how they come at it. All right. And I think that for one, in Black culture, there's still a lot of men who think like women, or who do not use reason and logic. Also, the whole behavior of, first of all, it's immature. It's very immature to not have compassion, to not consider all things and make it a point that to participate in willful ignorance and not admit to your biases. If you have a bias, you have a bias. If we all going out to eat and whatnot, we say, hey, where should we go out to eat at? I may love barbecue. You know what I'm saying? And y'all may start suggesting, hey, what about Burger King? No, Burger King sucks. About Chinese food. What Chinese food? You want to eat a rabbit? You know what I mean? How about halal? Halal? What is you, a Muslim? You may be listening to me like, damn, is something wrong with these kinds of food? And every time you make a suggestion, I follow up with I insult the place. Oh my God, you know what I'm saying, they food so processed, it's nasty. They use old grease and all. I'm going through all these different things rather than saying I really want to go to the barbecue spot because I really enjoy good barbecue. That's what men experience with women when we have these arguments. Is that rather than coming straight out and saying something, they want to gaslight you into thinking that it's something else. You know, and it's weird. You know what I mean? And the same thing kind of went on in these conversations about the Drake and Kendrick battle, where like you're not really enjoying the battle, because I had to realize that people thought it was okay to not even listen to Drake's records. You didn't listen to the records. People, like one of my best friends, he thought that it was a computer rapping like Tupac and Snoop. It didn't occur to him. The whole point is, nigga, is you going to respond? Pac and Snoop is saying it. He put a filter on his voice and dished you in these filters, and then rap. What, nigga? That's mad lyrical. So rap from Tupac's perspective is hella lyrical, bro. So rap from Snoop's perspective, how do y'all say that's not lyrical? And then it's called tailor-made. So y'all niggas love some hidden messages and hidden themes and all this bullshit, right? When you know it, when you think you eating, right? But when it comes to the real shit, you all turn a blind eye or a deaf ear. Drake been you never have a question why he keeps talking about Taylor Swift. So from what I understand, Taylor Swift, I had one of the articles. Where is it, yo? Because I had an article on this shit that was explaining like her role, but in so many words, her power in the industry, she's up there with Lucien Grange. Lucien Grange is one of the people who was basically he runs UMG. From what I understand, because I don't want to speak on it, right? And I'm misquoting, and I'm not I'm not quoting correctly. So, but anyway, and he keeps in push-ups, he keeps name dropping Taylor Swift and referring to Taylor Swift. You know what I mean? And it's because they all have a hand in the production and basically in Kendrick's music career. In so many words, you know what I mean? And they're part of greenlighting everything that he's doing. You know what I mean? And what people don't like to acknowledge is that, Kendrick is not a boss, bro. He's not a boss over there. Okay. And speaking to these guys' points, right, about it seeming as though it's the whole world against Drake, and you know what I'm saying, all this type of stuff. And also making a point about, I think, how most logical people felt when you heard Family Matters. That's 7 minutes of Drake snapping and going crazy, and it made me feel like I was crazy. When people try to tell me that Not Like Us is better, and I'm like, yo, the only way that you would arrive at that is if you're not listening. And human beings are perfectly capable of coming up with a whole thought pattern, an ideal, an idea, and an opinion based off of, I don't want to say bias, but the example I'm thinking about is politics, right? And I think we're all guilty of it. How many of us are doing even a half-hour research on any of these people, and actually looking for unbiased articles and think pieces on that individual, i.e. Donald Trump? Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying Trump ain't never said anything that was stupid. I'm not saying he's never said anything that was ignorant, right? But painting this guy as a white supremacist and likening him to Adolf Hitler and all this type of shit. And I think that in a lot of different ways, it was really important that we had a candidate, a Democratic candidate that was as terrible as Kamala, to make it clear, because they still ran the same kind of campaign. And when you saw the difference between the two, now I mean that really helped us to see, you know what, yo, all right, man, this guy, this because a lot of people who wasn't with him before, a lot of them felt like, yo, man, this guy ain't too bad. But bigger than that, I'll leave that there. So I had one more video before I get to actually, you know what, we're gonna leave that, because I'm like, damn, we an hour in, man. It's 10:09. This boy probably going to school tomorrow. You know, he's a little sick. But I wanted to show, I wanted to get into a conversation. So I actually have not seen this whole video. 1 second, yo. It's with MTR, and so it involves MTR, which is mediocre tutorials and reviews. He does videos in the manosphere space. It's been a staple in the manosphere space, or maybe red pill space, for about a good 6-7 years or so, right? And he's speaking on a statement that Myron Gaines from Fresh and Fit made about Kevin Samuels and what was his contribution to what we call the manosphere. The manosphere being a space on YouTube and social media where men discuss the issues and concerns that they have. And yeah, let's go ahead and get into it. I really want to play because I kind of want to get to the point, like straight to the point. So hold up, y'all. NTR, because I saw that O'Shea. And you know what? What is go with the original video? Because I don't know how long it takes me to get to it. Because it's a live reaction. I haven't seen this yet.
The podcast is receiving backlash for his recent comments in regards to the late Kevin Samuels. I want to give you guys my perspective. Kevin is not here right now to speak out for or defend himself. So I'm going to give my perspective of the reality of the conversation, because history will not be revised on my watch. The truth will be accurate. So let's talk about it. Without further ado, for quick context, this is a live stream conversation on the Fresh and Fit platform. There was a bunch of content creators up there. They were talking about the fall of the manosphere and solutions for it, but there was also a specific topic about the Black manosphere. Myron postures something in regards to Kevin. Let's watch.
One thing, right? And I really dislike to even say this, but the truth is the truth, and I kind of had to say it. The reason why the Black manosphere died, right, is simply because Kevin Samuels didn't put his people on.
The reason that an entire community of content creators or things that they talk about died is because the man that was seen as the head of it didn't put his people on. Let's listen a little bit more.
I'm going to be honest about it. He became famous. He blew up. He didn't, extend the ladder back and put his guys on, and it died. That's just what happened.
Sure.
Once he got into the mainstream, he didn't bring anybody up with him. And that's the cold hard truth. I hate to say that shit, but it's wild. The truth. And for us, we adopted a little bit of a different mindset where we're gonna blow up and we're gonna bring everybody up that came alongside us. And
I'm gonna let him speak, but understand the context of the conversation. This is not, they were friends and they were collaborators and they were planning on doing good work in the future. They were ops. Kevin did not bang with the Fresh and Fit platform, and Fresh and Fit did not bang with Kevin. Now, to get into the history of why that happened, we don't have time here within the scope of this conversation, within the content, because I want to address his specific points about it all falling and crumbling because Kevin did nothing to bring others up with him, which is categorically incorrect. But it's not coming from a perspective of friendship. They were ops. They were not cool. And in fact, Kevin was creating studios down in Miami to directly compete with Fresh and Fit. But let's hear a little bit more of his thoughts, and then let's get back active.
I've seen, everyone go off on their own and, build really successful independent channels. Everyone here is well over 100,000, where, before that was unheard of in the manosphere.
Now, what's interesting is that he talks ill of Kevin of not bringing other content creators forward, but you just said that there's other content creators that are tied to you that have independently built up their own platforms. Now, would you be pulling people on your platform, Myron, if they haven't individually built up a community of people beforehand? Would you or would you not? Let's keep going.
Right. So I think from this point forward, right, sticking together and doing periodic podcasts like this, where guys are able to comment on culture, current events, etc., because things are changing rapidly. Every year, something new is going on, right? 2020, it was a TikTok boom. 2021, it was a pandemic and dealing with that. 2022, oh shit, Trump is going to run again. Like, every year there's like a new thing going on. And the thing is with the red pill, it's not just women, it's the truth in general, right? You can apply it to so many different endeavors. So that's what I noticed was, the one thing on the Kevin Samuels legacy that I wish he did was put on his people. And he simply didn't.
It's absolutely wild to me that no one is up here challenging the things that he's saying in order to give perhaps a different perspective. But I think that there's incentives not to. And this is actually part of the reason of why I try to keep to myself as much as possible and just create, because I actually agree with Myron there when he's talking about that there's a lot of things changing. We need community. We need a team. Absolutely. But I do think as a content creator that there's inherent bias for you to not speak up or against someone that you collaborate with if you vehemently disagree with the bullshit, or at least.
All right, so I'm gonna stop right there because I don't have all night, so I may have to do a part 2 on this. I'm gonna go ahead and respond, or just react to what I've seen so far. So, first of all, the issue with MCR is, even his perspective, is that he's not acknowledging. One, gotta admit to your biases, right? And you can never, when we deal with human beings, man, we can't deal with human beings from the perspective of that they are perfect and they did everything perfect. Okay. I'm going to share some of Angryman's live. Hopefully he didn't take it down yet, but he was responding to this, right? And I feel like MCR is a part of an issue that guys like Angryman talk about in this space where they're not aware of the full history and how far back this goes. So Angryman started his channel in 2015. I don't know if he said 2015, 2017. It might have been 2017, but he's been in these spaces for a long time, and he's a part of how it came together. So his perspective is very much different. So I'm going to go ahead. So before I give my full opinion and everything, and just and I'm going to break this down in a way that's very eloquent and beautiful. You know what I'm saying? Beautiful and nice. The best I can. So
Wednesday, same person.
Let me see if I can find at this point.
Way.
Because
it needed to be said
in the beginning.
Period.
South Angryman.
Because it needed to be said. Now, here's the funny thing. Out of all the names that I saw in that comment section, you know the one name I didn't see? You know the one person that nobody in the chat room said, yo, Kevin shouted him out numerous times. You know the one person that I didn't see? The nigga that named the shit the Black Manosphere. Me, goddammit. Me. Why did I name it the Black Manosphere? Well, let's see. Back in the day, I actually wrote a couple articles for A Voice for Men, just like Obsidian did, and numerous others. I even frequented Blog Talk Radio and went to Honey Badger Radio. But what ended up happening is I, like so many other brothers, felt that there were certain conversations that weren't being had in the general manosphere. We felt we needed something more specific to Black men's issues. I suggested that we have a Black manosphere and a commission that consists of numerous individuals. Now, when I came up with the idea for the commission, Kevin wasn't on the scene yet. When I came up with the idea for the commission, that was 2016, 2015, 2016, something like that. That didn't work out because there were too many people that didn't get along with each other. There were too many people that didn't rock with each other's ideology.
So right now he's getting into the actual history. When we see these panels and people talking about, relationships and stuff like that, he's one of the first people. And also this is the part of like why PR is important, why having the bigger voice is important. Because the thing is, when I started listening to him, I started understanding that I wasn't that clear on the origins on a lot of different stuff. So I'm learning a lot about the history of Red Pill and the Manosphere. Because again, Angryman has been on it for a long time, and again, he was on it before it was profitable to do this kind of content. Got to realize, back in 2021, that's when this content blew up. So it kind of blew up, not necessarily because of Kevin Samuels, but he was a part of shedding more light and making it possible. So I am going to comment on the good and the bad, because we don't have all night. I have a habit of doing very long videos because the Six Pass will love with the world. But anyway, man, let's go ahead and get this soundboard back up, bro. I'm gonna let Angryman cook. There's a point I want to get to when he describes Kevin's his beginnings,
ology and shit like that, right?
I'm gonna fast forward a little bit.
Thugtician, Mad Bus Driver X, they came before us. You see how easily I can rattle off the history? Even when it comes to the general manosphere. Okay? With the general manosphere, you got Rolo Tomasi, you got Stardust, you got Sandman, you got Turd Flinging Monkey, you got for them. You feel what I'm saying? And keep in mind, this is not me disrespecting Kevin. This is me telling the truth. Because see, there's been a whole lot of fabrications that's been going on. There's been a whole lot of fabrications and a whole lot of stuff that's being said that ain't accurate and ain't true. And it's been annoying me for years, but I say, you know what? Let me just fall back and let me just chill, because one thing I know about the truth, sooner or later it comes out. Sooner or later, the truth is going to come out. Sooner or later. But he mentioned something about Kevin didn't like a lot of these dudes. Well, there's a reason why Kevin didn't like a lot of these dudes. See, around 2018, 2019, something like that, somewhere around that time frame, right? Kevin was still doing his style thing, right? BGS was trying his best to get the manosphere to welcome Kevin. In fact, when I really think about it, there was nobody back in the day that was promoting Kevin harder than BGS.
So a lot of people don't really know what BGS. So BGS Idmore is a content creator that's still online. So he actually, a lot of people that you see today, or that at least that are popular today, they started there. So for the most part, it's not like the industry where you have to like go through so many different channels and have these different cosigns to have rub shoulders with certain people. All right, most of these panels anyone can come on to, except for like super high platforms, right? So when this was still forming and becoming a thing and becoming a scene, all the titans of industry that you know today, they were all on the same level, so they all kind of would be in the same groups and same circles and stuff like that. So what he's also getting into is the fact that Kevin was not always talking about relationships, and he did do a pivot, which he acknowledges. He did say this channel started off as me talking about frames, fragrances, and footwear. You know what I mean? And it was still that, But you know, he eventually started realizing that, yo, you know, all right, there's a market here, and there's some money to be made in this self-improvement content. And eventually, it turned into a call-in show where, you know, he would go over these topics. Now, because I don't want the video to be too long, because what Angryman is going to talk about is he's going to talk about basically, and you know, I may have to do a deeper breakdown. Pause. But I wanted to touch on these two things of how Kevin was wrong and how Angryman is right, or where the good things that Kevin provided for the space that he did. So I'm going to just talk about his actual impact. The impact that Kevin had, to a certain degree, it sounds a lot like Angryman might not. It wasn't a casualty, because at the end of the day, Kevin blowing up still made it possible for more people to be open to this kind of content, because I heard Kevin Samuels first, then Anton Daniels, then Crimson Cure, and then eventually Angryman. I fell in love with Angryman's content. And I learned that the gripe that Angryman had with Kevin was that Kevin was not given full credit for a lot of things that he was saying. So things he would talk about and conversations that he was having, yeah, he might have repackaged it into maybe in his own words, but the idea of it was based off of things that he's heard Angryman say. And was so Angryman, not only that, they had a friendship where they talked on the phone and they knew each other and they were actually friends. All right. And it did start to, when I discovered Angryman, it did kind of bother me that why am I just now learning about the Angryman? I can't even tell you how I got to his channel. All I know is that I saw that he was on the Anton Daniels show, in person for in studio conversation, and he also, I saw when Crimson Cure came to the Anton Daniels show to talk, she spoke on Angryman and talked about Angryman getting his just due and getting his credit and stuff like that. And also want to speak to Myron's point about not putting your people on. So what I'll say about Myron is there's so many videos and so many streams of Myron with a lot of different kind of people, even as they start getting up there and whatnot. But you never seen them, they never stopped appearing on camera on streams and panels with these kind of people, right? And when Kevin got to a certain point, he did pop up on certain niggas' channels. But I will say this though, it did seem as though he only wanted to be seen or aligned with the kind of black men that he was promoting, which was more of a clean cut kind of black man. Also, because again, his points, his overall legacy is unique to him. But a lot of the intellectual ideas he did not give credit. Now I can't name specific points right now, but when I hear Angryman talk, I can hear. Okay, I can hear. I feel like I've heard Kevin go over that. Like for example, like Kevin covered on a few different shows the connection between how single black mothers are in competition with their daughters and how they sabotage them for future relationships and shit like that. So a lot of different things that you thinking that Kevin came up with himself, he got the idea from Angryman and he expanded on it. You know what I mean? And what I also give Kevin as far as a positive, and this may be a negative, he took what Angryman was saying and he refined it to the highest level possible. And then he eventually created his own kind of content. But I also will acknowledge what Myron said about not bringing people with you. There's no reason why. But then again, towards the end, him and Angryman was beefing. But it would have been dope to see him on more panels at that level with an O'Shea Duke Jackson and Angryman and people like that. And a lot of Angryman's older videos are kind of scrubbed from YouTube, and Angryman's a little more rougher around the edges. And don't call him the Angryman for no reason. You feel me? But I will say this: Angryman has a legitimate gripe. You know what I'm saying? I think to a certain degree, people do kind of expect men to kind of just take on the chin, pause, and not complain and not speak up for themselves. You know what I mean? And he always had a legitimate gripe because, this is who you came up with. And this person, you done came up with them, and now they have a show, and the world is thinking that they're a genius, and they're not giving you credit for your ideas. And it was almost like some people may see it as Kevin was collecting information and he eventually changed his whole show, his whole blueprint to fit this next trend. You know what I mean? So I think Kevin had a lot of his own original ideas, and he did do a lot of good, because at the end of the day, Kevin did change Black people. He changed how we thought about our image, how we present, how we see relationships, and why the relationships are not forming, or the Black family unit is actually not forming. And he still did the work of talking to these women and having these conversations day in and day out. He still was on panels, but Angryman made an important point. A lot of people you've seen him with or seen him on panels with when he blew up were not the people that he was around coming up with. I think that also speaks to, so Angryman, before I cut him off, was talking about how the manosphere didn't really embrace Kevin because they saw him as effeminate, because his delivery, his image, and so on and so forth. You know what I mean? And it was ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Because as you start to watch Kevin, you know Kevin wasn't gay or nothing like that, but his style was a little more flamboyant. He just had a different delivery. You know what I mean? And his delivery sounded a little more like how the older Southern gay dude sounds, a little bit. You know, older gay people don't make it a point to sound hella gay or be hella effeminate. So like he had like that kind of that twang, but when you kept hearing him talk, you realize that it's not gay. It's just that it's along that same tone that older Southern gay men like use. You know what I'm saying? And so anyway, so we are an hour and a half in, man. I've been up here long enough, man. I hope y'all enjoyed the show, man. If you still watching, like, share, subscribe, man. Yeah, man, we gotta get up out of here, man. I gotta go ahead and put this boy to sleep, man. It's getting ridiculous. What happened? Oh, my thing turned off. Oh no, that's ridiculous. I don't like that.
Ridiculous.
All right, anyway, love y'all.